Welcome, guys, and I have a good one for you. Thank you for joining Blue Ridge Silverhound as we talk about the top 5 realized sales of the ultimate double die to ever exist. Well, the 1955 is pretty good, but it has nothing on this coin. And that is the 1969S double die obverse Lincoln penny. All right, so it's the best of the best in terms of the modern double die characteristics. This coin right here is really easy to see without the aid of a magnifier, which is really cool. It is that radical, it is that dramatic, and you could pick this thing up from a mile away. Not literally, but you know what I mean. But this coin right here exhibits some of the strongest doubling anywhere on a coin. All right, especially post 1959, ever since the new Lincoln Memorial reverse design came to fruition. So here's a few close-up aids for you. We're going to start off, of course, with the most recognizable spot, and that's the date. As you can see, there's no mistaking. There's a couple doublings going on here. The date is largely affected. You can see this widespread pretty gosh darn well right here. Another good diagnostic is Liberty. Look at this thing. Again, you won't need any help finding one of these. Okay, and then some people have claimed that they found one of these, but machine doubling looks pretty similar, but not even close. If you were to put the machine double coin with a actual double die coin like you see here, it's night and day. So don't be fooled. And finally, the best third diagnostic is In God We Trust. Holy smokes, look at this right here. It is, it's one of the strongest double dies that you'll ever find. Okay, the 1972, I would say, is a close second. But the prices on these are absolutely ridiculous, folks, because they are rare. Okay, there's only a handful of these that have ever been found and subsequently graded and sold in the marketplace. Okay, we're going to talk about the top 5. So before we do, all the coins featured in this video are graded examples. Okay, one way or the other, they either graded through PCGS, which in this case, I believe all examples are graded by PCGS, which is a coin grading company and authentication service. Another one is NGC. Okay, they are the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. Sometimes you'll find coins graded with them as well. Okay, so these coins right here, to maximize the amount of money that you get on your variety, probably a pretty good idea to send it out to those guys, and just to get their stamp of approval on the authentication of this double die variety. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and take a look at the top 5 coins that have sold in history of coin collecting for the 1969S double die. And we're going to start out with the number 5 coin. Unfortunately, I don't have any close-ups on this one. But this one right here, okay, is a PCGS graded Mid-State 64 red-brown. Okay, that's a pretty high grade red-brown because it's got a little bit of that toning, or tarnish rather. After a while, copper coins, they turn brown. All right, so this one was on that transitional progression toward that coloration, and that's why it's a red-brown and not a full red. So this one right here sold on Heritage Auctions February of 2012, and I'm happy to say that as the number 5 coin, this one only brought in $80,500. Ooh, you can just think about some of the things that you could buy with this coin with that kind of money. As a matter of fact, these are all expensive coins, and one way or the other, it is life-changing money. All right, just think about the possibilities. They're endless. So that's the number 5 coin. Of course, the number 4 coin right here is no slouch either, and that is the, it's the same coin. 1969S double die obverse Lincoln penny. All right, this example right here graded out PCGS Mid-State 63 full red. Alright, so it's a grade point lower, but it is a full red coin, and that kind of offsets each other in terms of the market value of this coin. This one right here, I'm happy to say, sold on Heritage Auctions May of 2009. So it's a little bit older of a sale. Okay, this one is actually 10 years old, almost to the day. And this one sold for $86,250. As kind of a side note for this particular coin right here, not only is it a Red Book Guide variety, okay, that's the red covered price guide that you see at bookstores and is widely publicized in coins. Not only that, but it is also a cherry picker's guide variety. Okay, so this one has a catalog number of FS101. Pretty amazing coin. The top three are top of the world. Okay, this one right here, this example, the third one on the list, I cannot believe it sold for this kind of money. All right, and when I mean that, I mean it didn't sell nearly as much as the number one and number two coin on the list. This one is a PCGS graded Mint State 64 red. This one is an absolute beauty. It's got pretty nice surfaces, of course, at this level, because it is the only, it is tied with the other two on this list here. As a 64 red, okay, this one has a few more marks than what a lot of people like for this caliber of coin. All right, so I had a 64 red. This one sold not on Heritage, but Stax Bowers Morena, November 2010. And get this, folks, this one sold for the same price as the number 4 coin at a grade point higher at $86,250. Wow, quite a bit of money. All right, so the number 2 coin right here is actually the same grade as the number 3 coin. So it's a little bit crazy when the same grade sells for a tremendous amounts more money. This example right here looks a lot better, a lot cleaner. There's less of those distracting little nicks and marks. This one also graded out PCGS Mint State 64 red. All right, same grade. This one sold on Heritage Auctions January 2008. Get this, folks, to the tune of $126,500. All right, so before we get to the number 1 coin, you're probably interested in kind of wondering, why did this coin right here sell for quite a bit more money compared to the number 3 coin? Okay, again, each of these coins sold 2 years apart. 2008 is what I would consider to be the height of coins in this millennia. All right, that's as you guys know, we had the recession going on, so people were looking to park money in these kinds of assets. So people were parking a ton of money in this 1969S that you see here, and even to this day, I don't know if the coin is worth this kind of money. There hasn't been another 64 red that has come out into the marketplace, so I'm feeling like that number will be tested one day. I don't know, it's kind of hard to say, but 126 grand for a penny seems pretty crazy as it is. You know, especially if you're trying to tell someone that doesn't know anything about coins. But believe you me, someone paid this kind of money. As a matter of fact, there's many hundreds of thousands of dollars represented on this list. So the number 1 coin, what are we talking about here? All right, so this one right here, okay, and you're going to figure out that Mint State 64 red is the top grade in the 69S double die obverse Lincoln Pennies variety. This one also by PCGS. This one sold on Stax Bowers March 2018. This was a relatively recent sale for $126,500. Okay, this one, ooh, this one really looks good here. I like this one, and you know, if you guys see this coin, okay, first thing you want to do is to get it authenticated. All right, they have been faked before, so you want to make sure that you found the real deal and not a counterfeit. That's important. Secondly, if you are considering selling this, you could always throw it up on eBay. Okay, nobody's gonna make fun of you because of that, but these have typically fetched the most amount of money on some of those sites like Heritage Auctions, Stax Bowers, David Lawrence. Okay, these are all respected auction houses strictly for coins and currency. So if you did find one of these in any grade, it doesn't have to be one of these mid-state 64s or 63s, but any grade whatsoever, certainly enlist their services for something like this, because you will maximize the amount of money that you get for the double die Avarice 69S. So I want to thank everyone for joining in on this pretty special broadcast. This was probably one of my favorite videos to talk about in quite a while, because this is a coin that I have always aspired of actually finding. All right, and it's very tough. Okay, you could be in the heart of San Francisco yourself coin roll hunting, and you probably never come across one of these because they are that rare. But there is bound to be more out there. There's been a few that were discovered in Michigan, for example, so they could pop up anywhere, folks. So thank you for joining in. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And as always, the best way that you can support my channel, give me a huge like. Feel free to share and subscribe into this channel, and I'd love to hear your comments. A lot of great stuff happening here in this